Hey, how you doing? So listen, today I want to talk a little bit about people getting shot and is it justified? There's been a lot going on, not just today, yesterday, but for years. And what is the reason for it? Why? I have my opinion. You probably have your opinion. And that's what this really video is about. Everybody's opinions and what level should we take that to? What's going on with that? What, where are we really at with our opinions? So hang in there and let's talk about that right now.
Zombie apocalypse.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you again and welcome back to the show. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, hope to find everybody safe, healthy, and in good spirits. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up if you like the video. But besides that, I want to talk today about, just things that have been going on. Justifications of people getting shot. And anybody who knows me from even from the Larry and Joe show and from this show here, the Brooklyn Larry show, I don't really like to talk about politics or religion, things that have to do with too much controversy, because there really isn't a reason for people to get so upset the way they do when they have their own opinion. You have your opinion, I have my opinion. Everybody's got their own opinion. But is it justified to shoot somebody and kill somebody for their opinion? I mean, if it was legal to do that, you know how many people would be dead, and for what reason? I don't mind having a discussion. Let's call them discussions with somebody about my beliefs or something that I think that is good and maybe they think is bad. And there goes my phone, and that really shouldn't have happened then. I should have shut it off, but let's see what's going on here. All right, give me 1 minute because, for my opinion, I shouldn't really answer this. But anyway, we all have opinions, we all have our thoughts, we all have our ways of doing things, and that includes a lot of things: religion, politics, the way we work, the way we live our lives. But nobody should be to a point where they have to hurt or harm or shoot somebody because they disagree with their opinion. And this goes off like just recently. Everybody knows about pretty much knows about what happened with Charlie Kirk. And I'm not going to say whether I liked him or what I didn't, because that's not what this is about. What it's about is, did the man deserve to get shot and killed? He was a husband. He was a person. He was a human being. He was married with kids. It's like any one of us. Let's go further back. Let's go way back to like Abraham Lincoln. John Wilkes Booth, I believe it was, shot, killed him. Why? Because he didn't believe in him as what he was doing. JFK, Harvey Oswald, shot and killed him. Why? I mean, I think we still don't know. That's all up in the air, whatever the case may be. But if he was doing something that you didn't like or whatever, don't listen to him. Don't pay attention or protest, a peaceful protest. There's no need for violence like that and killing somebody, taking them out. They all have families. They're all people, human beings. Martin Luther King, somebody didn't like what he was doing, didn't like the way he was talking or whatever he was spreading. They killed him. Why is that? Why? What I understand that the people that are probably doing this maybe have mental problems or just way out there, something's wrong with them. But if we disagree with somebody, that's fine. It's normal every day. I mean, I disagree with my wife about a lot of things, but I'm not going to shoot and kill her. I'm not going to smash her head on the wall. You know what I'm saying? We have brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers and siblings that we just have disagreements with, but you talk about it, you know? I, if I'm Catholic, you're Protestant, or I'm proud you're Catholic. So what? Why should I badger you for something that you believe in? Why should that bother anybody when somebody else believes in something? Even if they're pushing it on you, walk away, get away from it. You have Jehovah Witnesses. I know they're always ringing people's doorbells and stuff, and early in the morning, and you get aggravated. Tell them to go away. Don't shoot them. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. Um, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why are people going to that extent to take out their feelings about something and want to hurt and harm somebody? It's hard to do too. I mean, it's really hard to hurt somebody and harm somebody unless you're not in the right state of mind, which I think a lot of people that are doing this aren't in the right state of mind. I know there's a lot of things people say, oh, it's a certain people, certain group that are doing this and getting together. Yeah, there probably is. Doesn't make it right. People can protest. I have nothing against yeah, you can protest, but don't break people's windows. Don't hit people's cars. Don't set things on fire. Because what are you doing? How are you making a point to that? You're just being derelicts. You're just doing things you shouldn't be doing, and you should be arrested for now. There's ways to do things. There's ways to have your voice heard. Stand on a freaking soapbox in the park with a megaphone and talk. Get it out. You know, this guy that shot and killed Charlie Kirk. What kind of life does he have now? His life is over. He's done. You know, the guy that shot the in New York, that CEO from the healthcare, killed him. His life is over. So what did you prove? You ruin two lives when you do things like that. You ruin the life of the person you kill and take out. And now you ruin your own life because now you're going to jail forever. Or if you're in a state where they do the electric chair, lethal injections, whatever, you know, now your life is over too. So what sense does it make? What's going on with this? Why do people think they have the right to kill somebody or harm somebody because they don't have the same beliefs as they do? And this world wouldn't go around if we all didn't have different beliefs, right? I mean, we gotta have Democrat Party, Republican parties, Catholics, Protestants. We got all different races and stuff like that. Um, all different sizes of religions. But that's what makes the world go round. And if nobody's harming you physically, you shouldn't harm them because of their beliefs. It just doesn't make sense. Again, why are we doing this? Why are people taking this to the next level? I know there's a lot of people out there that take their beliefs to the next level and try to push it on, a lot of people in different ways, and they're wrong for doing that. And they should be handled correctly by the authorities. Like people say, you're not God. Why'd you take my life? Why did you take a life? You're not God. It makes sense. We got so many problems and different things going on in this world today that if you believe in something and you want to talk about it, you should. You shouldn't have to be worried about it. And if you're talking about your beliefs and people don't accept it or don't want to hear you, then you don't have to listen. But you have a right to talk about it. You have a right to say what you want to say about it. Again, in a civil way, in a civil manner, where, don't be, you know, going up to your neighbor every day and knocking on his door and trying to freaking, sell your religion to them. I mean, that's wrong. You shouldn't do that. But if somebody goes through the proper channels, has the proper waves, and goes on stage to talk about what they want to talk about, it should be their right. And nobody should have to kill them or take them away. Again, the human beings, they're family people. Somebody's son, somebody's daughter, somebody's husband, somebody's wife, somebody's mother, somebody's father. You know what I'm saying? They're people. It's just not, I mean, I just want to talk about this because it's just been bothering me lately about how much is going on, in this world today, what everybody's going through. And, even again, I'm going to bring up Charlie Kirk again. Well, the man got shot and killed, and there's people out there, laughing and joking and making fun about it. Why? What did he do to you? Why? Because he said things, because he was a smart guy, whatever the case may be. It just doesn't make sense. What are you thinking? Why are you thinking that way? What you're happy that somebody's kid lost their father, a woman lost her husband? Is that what you're happy for? Or just because somebody shut him up because he's talking, what he wanted to say and you didn't like it? It's a real shame. It really is. And I think we all need to take a step back and look at what's going on and think about it before we get in a kind of argument with somebody about their beliefs, or we argue about somebody about their religion. There's no need for it. If you want to have a conversation, yes. If you see somebody, you think they're going in the wrong direction, you want to talk to them, yes. But not physical. It shouldn't be physical. It shouldn't be. You shouldn't want to hurt somebody because of their beliefs. And we don't want to hurt anybody for us for our beliefs. Think about that. Think about if you want to talk to somebody and say about your beliefs. You don't want them to hurt you. You're just saying what you have to say. If they don't want to listen, don't listen. If you don't want to listen, you don't listen. It's easy. This is really easy. So I'm not sure what everybody thinks about that, but I want to give you a situation, and you can leave it in the comments what you would do in this situation. If you worked at a job, let's say for about 30 years, you're getting ready to retire, and you were not late to your job, not one day in those 30 years. Every day you were on time. This is your last day going to work. And they were going to they want to, show you appreciation for never being late. They want to give you a good send off. Thank you for not being late all these 30 years. We appreciate you. Enjoy your retirement. You get in your car that morning, you're on your way to work. Get to a certain intersection, there's protesters there. And those protesters are blocking the street. Now you have a gun in the car because you went through courses. You have a permit to carry that gun. You're allowed to carry that gun. You're in the right state of mind. You went through the courses. You went through all the paperwork. You got a permit and everything to carry that gun. These protesters won't let you go past. They're stopping you. You need to get to work. You want to retire. Your last day. Never been late in 30 years. These people are going to make you late. What do you do? Do you get out, shoot somebody? Do you get out, start punching people, start ripping them up and down, moving them around so you get to work on time, so you don't late your very last day after 30 years never being late? These are the situations that can occur. This can happen. What would you do in that situation? Would you run them over with your car? Or would you sit there and be late and call the cops and hopefully they come and get you out of there on time? What would you do in a situation like that? How would you like it to end? I think I know what I would do. But again, you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how this could end, how it could happen, and people are protesting. Again, like they have the right to protest, but they have the right to block you. You didn't bother them. You don't care what they're protesting. Go on the street, go on the sidewalk. Get out of the street. What are you bothering me for? I'm bothering you. Let me go to work. But now you can't because they're blocking you. What do you do in a situation? What course of action do you take? What do you do? Keep that in mind. Think that. Give me some comments. Let me know what you would do in that situation. How would you handle that? If you want to get to work, it's your last day, 30 years, never late. These people are going to make you late. What would you do? All right. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you all. Thanks for stopping by again. Don't forget on the way out, if you can, hit that thumbs up. I appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. And until next time, you guys take care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay out of arguments. Try not to argue with people. Remember, you have your own opinions. They got their own opinions. You want to talk about it, talk about it. But other than that, don't harm nobody. All right. Good seeing you. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time. Take care. I'm out of here. So long.